Welcome, I'm Lloyd, and this is the Dressing Gown Diary. I've had lots of you asking, where is it? When's it landing? 2025 Six Nations is here. The DGD will take you through the whole season. What's not to love? But first off, before I start talking about rugby, just want to celebrate the Sky Blues making an epic signing with Matt Grimes moving from Swansea today. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Boom! Get in there, Fat Frank. We'll see how we go. Six Nations time. The days are getting longer. Spring is almost just round the corner. You can feel it. It's getting lighter for longer. There's a smell of spring in the air. It means it's Six Nations time, and it all kicks off this evening with France hosting Wales in what surely will be one of the most one-sided games we've seen in a while. France welcome back Dupont, pairing up with Intermac at 10. They'll be happy to follow up their 2022 Grand Slam. They haven't won the title since. Obviously, Ireland have taken it the last few. Wales, where on earth are they at? They're on the back of 12 losses. They don't know where they can find points. They're lacking in direction. It's not even Gatland's fault. The players just aren't there. This is the most not even nervous. I can't say I'm nervous about what's going to happen. If Wales don't lose by 20 points in each game, be regarded as a win. It's just how the mighty have fallen. I suppose it's all these Lion Stars for a long time that were filling those Welsh shirts that have disappeared, and what's left, the cupboard is bare. I mean, even tonight, welcoming back Josh Adams and Liam Williams, I just don't see it being enough. France are big units. The bookmakers have Wales at 25-1. 25-1 in a two-horse race. They see France winning by 29 points. It's a massive margin. I'm not sure it'll be up to 29, but certainly this is not one to back if you're Wales. Wales obviously last year lost all in the calendar year, the first time since 1937. It's just woeful. So I think we'll move on from how bad Wales are. And let's have a chat about Scotland, Italy. So Scotland are a team that keep producing good results in the Six Nations, but then lacking in some other games and can't seem to get up enough. Tuipulotu is out, which will be a big loss for Scotland. He's been a midfield general for them, directing play with Finn Russell and working out lines of attack and also defensive leader. So that might see a challenge. But Italy will be looking to back up their win against Scotland in their last Six Nations visit to Rome. So Italy are on a bit of form here. They're unbeaten in 3. They've won the last 2. And if they win this, it'll be the first time ever that Italy have won 3 matches. So are Italy a force to be reckoned with? Are they driving forward? They've certainly shown patches of brilliance, and they approach the game in a different way to the rest of the home nation. So good to have them in. And as a Welshman, I just hope that we manage to finish above them. Russell was on epic kicking form in the 2024 Six Nations, missing only 1 kick. Can he continue that record? Let's see what happens. Italy, you can get them on the spread at 18 points. That definitely looks quite tasty. And then the final game of the weekend sees Ireland host England at the 4:45 kickoff. Ireland trying to become the first team ever to win the three-peat. It's so hard to win 3 titles in a row. For me, they look like they're a team in decline. They've gone a little bit backwards from where they were. They're obviously still struggling to work out how fully to replace Johnny Sexton. And with Farrell on a sabbatical now for the Lions, will Simon Easterby be able to step up and take the team forward? Pendergast gets the nod at 10. He's a young player. The world is in front of him, but again, it's big boots. Johnny Sexton had Ireland ticking. Can they find a number 10 that can do the same? For England, it's much of a muchness, though. The Curry brothers are back in on the flanks. Change of captain with Itoje. Will this really get the best out of him? I mean, you have to go kind of back to the Lions in 2017 in New Zealand, where Itoje was the dominant force that perhaps he could have been for the last 5 years, but hasn't managed to find that form. I'm a bit confused about the centre pairing. I'm not really sure about Marcus Smith at 10. I mean, those that tune into the Dressing Gown Diary will know my thoughts. Smith is an amazing player when you play an open game, as he manages to play at Harlequins. If it's on, he goes. England are asking him to play a structured game. And I don't see how that works. You take away the best attributes of Marcus Smith. What can he do? He's not really a structured guy. You'd be better to start with Finn Smith and bring Marcus Smith off the bench in the hope that the game might be a little bit more broken up. So can England find a way? I mean, here's a stat for you. England have only won 9 of their last 20 Six Nations games, and 4 of those have been against Italy. It's not great reading when you look at that. Can England find a way to piece together a tournament? I mean, a trip to Dublin is never easy for any team. England then host France in the second game. Could easily be 0 for 2. So England need to take something from this, be it bonus points. It'll be a big ask to get up and get a win, but you never know. The bookmakers are offering England plus 6.5, which is probably about right. If England can make it a tight game, it might become a bit more tricky for Ireland. So Freddie's flutter, where are we at? Well, I think we're going to have to back Italy with 18 points. Scotland are with many changes. Italy will fancy it. They're not probably good enough to get a win, but I definitely see margin in that. Italy probably by losing by 10, 12, 13. So there's definitely some play on that. It's even money on most of the exchanges. But this is the dressing gown diary. You've got 6 halves of rugby to look forward to. The first one, Wales against hosts in Paris, starts shortly. So tune in. If you've got any questions, let me know. Drop a like on the and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Over.